Hey everyone, it's Tuesday, June 17th, 2025. It's time for Off the Ledge, the time that we spend together every day to remind ourselves that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, and we have to maintain or develop a sense of groundedness and calm and embrace change and be the change that we want to see in the world, as Mahatma Gandhi said, and be the peace that we want to see in the world. And peaceful protests are the way. I got it straight from spirit. Maybe you have too. Peaceful protests are the way. Embracing our right to speak, to express what it is we feel called to express, that is the way. That's the way to have change happen. And it is happening, and it's been a rough road, and it could continue to be rough, but we're making progress. We are making progress. So whenever you see progress, like the largest protest in United States history on June 14th, side by side with Dumpy's failed military parade, in which there was an obvious silent protest of the army, of our military, not walking in lockstep on purpose. It's a simple thing to do, to march correctly. When we see the massive protests and we see the whole entire thing, their whole entire fascist regime crumbling before our eyes, then we get that we are the power. And anything that you hear that is less than that story that I'm telling you is false. I'm going out on a limb. Any story that says we're not getting there is false. You heard it here. Let's read from Ernest Holmes. And thank you for being here. I appreciate your comments, and I appreciate you sharing and hitting the thumbs up and subscribing if you're not already subscribed. And I also appreciate when people book readings with me, because it helps me to stay in business, but more than that, it helps you with your life. Over 30 years of experience I have. Today we live. The wise master Jesus taught that the knowledge of truth makes us free. All books of spiritual wisdom have said that it is not the one who makes the mistake whom we should seek to destroy. It is the mistake itself that must be erased. I love that. It's a mistake itself that must be erased. So I'm just cleaning my glasses. The mistake itself that must be erased. So we could look at misogyny, worship of money, racism, hatred being the mistake. It is a mistake itself that must be erased. This means that evil has no existence in itself and has no history. No matter what the negations of yesterday may have been, the affirmations of today rise triumphant and transcendent over them. Thus, all the evils of our yesterdays disappear into their native nothingness. If we behold beauty instead of ugliness, then beauty will appear. If we persist in seeing the true rather than the false, then that which is true will appear. Let us then cease weeping over the shortcomings and mistakes and evils of yesterdays, and steadfastly beholding the face of the great and the divine reality, let us resolve to walk in the light wherein there is no darkness. Definitely, we know that every negative condition of the past is cleared away from our consciousness. We no longer think about it, see it, or believe in it. Nor do we believe that it has any effect whatsoever on our experience. Yesterday is not, tomorrow is not, but today, bright with hope and filled with promise, is ours. Today we live. Be in the present. At Church of Spirituality, we have a chant called In the Present. I'm not going to sing it to you because I want you to go watch. Every Sunday, 1 p.m., it's under the live streams. Let's listen to Kathy Beale's forecast for today, our astrology. And if you haven't already, be sure and check out our show, our astrological report on what's going on in our country and in our world from yesterday. That's under the lives too.
This is Kathy Beale of EmpowermentUnlimited.net with Astro Insight for June 17th, 2025. We are definitely going to have the drive to clean things up, to do things, to put some elbow grease into situations. Cosmic first responder Mars is finally moving out of fiery, I gotta be the hero energy, and moving into Virgo, where everybody gets an honorary fix-it gene. This is a boring way to approach life for some people, but trust me, it's gonna really be welcome now. That's all for now.
We have an interesting astrological combination I see on my astrology calendar. We have Mars in Virgo, going into Virgo this morning, and the moon is in Pisces. So it's like, let me just say, when I think about that, Mars in Virgo and the moon in Pisces, I feel like that's a good time to organize, because Virgo is about organization and putting things in order. And Pisces is creative, so put your creative projects in order. That's my message. I'm not an astrologer. This is just my impression. Kathy's the best. To book a session with her, EmpowermentUnlimited.net. To book a session with me, PsychicAnnetteDion.com. You won't be sorry. We all need clarity and guidance during these times. That includes me. I get it from my guides. Okay. We all can do that. Let's not think that only certain people can do that. Every single person is equipped with the ability to tap into their guidance. The problem most people run into is they doubt it. They don't trust it. We don't trust it. It happens. We tend to kind of go like, what? Are you sure? Like that. Okay, 3 cards for the collective. Our politics are transforming. Our politics are transforming. And receptivity is because we're becoming more receptive to one another's needs. So, what I want to say about that is, I mentioned yesterday during the show with Kathy that I had heard somebody on a YouTube channel, and it wasn't just this one person, because I've heard others that have pro-democracy YouTube channels say things like, oh yeah, we're stuck with I call him Dumpy, we're stuck with Trump. Yeah, we have 4 more years, we have 3.5 more years of this, you know. I don't know what just happened there. To which I say, really? Do you really think that we're going to put up with this crap? And furthermore, do you really believe that we can literally survive this? We're transforming this. We're not putting up with it. We are transforming it. Because we see what's going on, and we know that human civilization survival is in peril if we don't do something. So to all those people that are exhibiting signs of cluelessness, let's be the sane heads in the room. We saw what happened with Dumpy at the G7 summit. Let's be the sane heads in the room. I actually want to pull a Forest Fae card for today to guide us. There are a lot of changes coming this week especially. Just kind of hang on to your seat, buckle up, and trust, and activate. The Northwood Fae, take time for hibernation and healing. Sometimes we need that. So we can be hibernated and in a healing mode and also be active online. Share hopeful stories. If you went to a protest and you saw some great signs, share those. If you get to have a conversation with somebody, or maybe start a conversation with somebody about getting involved. We know the 4th of July is coming up. I'm just gonna show you some of the great signs. Could someone explain which crimes get you deported and which ones get you elected president? It's so confusing. That's a great sign. I'm showing you these to motivate you. This one says the Confederacy lost, the Nazis lost, and you're next. MAGA's next. Spread these stories. Spread your videos of the protests. If you're on social media a lot, you can look for videos and share them and share them and share them. We have this tool, and sometimes it drives us crazy. Sometimes we have all kinds of glitches and frustrations. But we have this very, very valuable tool called technology. And I think about Sadhguru when he was on his tour of all of Europe to promote Save Soil, due to the need to save the world's topsoils and save us from world hunger. He would say to people when they said, "Oh, Sadhguru, what can I do? What can I do?" He'd say, "What's in your pocket?" Of course, we all have a phone in our pocket. Take it out and start using it. So let's maybe think about what we can share today to save our country. But and always keep in mind, we're not just in this to save America. We are in this to save the entirety of human civilization. It is that big. So it's up to you to save the world from annihilation, either from nuclear weapons, to save the world from that, to save the world from complete devastation environmentally. We need to remove these people from office. They want to amp up the coal burning and the oil, the use of oil and the production, and they want to amp up the pollution by eliminating the EPA and making our foods unsafe by eliminating the FDA and eliminating the National Weather Service and FEMA. So we're in this together, and we'll win this together. I think when we fight, we win. I think that we maybe thought, oh, we'd be off the hook in November. But clearly, the universe had another story in store for us. And it's not without building your resilience, not without resistance training, and not without demonstrating how committed we are. I leave you with that. I'll be back with a pop-up later on. Tuesday nights are kind of my night off. But we'll be together again really soon. Please hit the thumbs up and please subscribe. Appreciate you. Namaste. Bye.